Ladies, gentlemen, and especially to the men listening right now, I want you to lean in. Because I'm about to say something that might shake you a little. You've been taught that the way to win her over is to chase her. Call her more, text her constantly, show up, show out, and prove that you're the one. But what if I told you that very strategy is why she loses interest? Why she doesn't see your value, why she pulls away just when you thought things were going great. You don't need to beg to be chosen. You need to become the man who makes her want to choose you without you even asking. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to shift the dynamic, flip the script, and have her chasing you 90% of the time. This isn't about playing games, this is about power, presence, and understanding your worth. So if you're ready to stop chasing and start attracting, let's get into it. You see, one of the biggest mistakes people make when trying to win someone over, especially a woman, is thinking that the more effort you put in, the better your chances. So you call, you text, you show up, you give her gifts, you remind her every chance you get that you're interested. It feels logical, right? We're taught that if we pursue something hard enough, eventually it becomes ours. But relationships don't follow the rules of hard work alone. They follow the rules of desire, and desire doesn't bloom where there's no space to grow. When you chase her too much, you deny her the opportunity to feel the thrill of wanting you. It's a little like eating dessert before dinner. You never really appreciate the full experience because you didn't give yourself time to crave it. That's why pulling back isn't about playing games. It's about giving her space to actually miss you, to think about you, to wonder what you're doing and why you haven't messaged her yet. That curiosity, that little seed of why isn't he chasing me like the others, is what starts the shift in energy. And once that shift happens, it can change everything. Think about it. People don't chase what they know they can have anytime. We chase what we feel we might lose. If she knows you're always available, always a message away, always planning the next move, then what's the urgency? What's the intrigue? There's no need for her to act because you've already done all the work. She becomes comfortable, passive. And once comfort settles in too early, the spark begins to fade. Now, here's the powerful part. When you learn how to hold back, not in a cold, manipulative way, but in a strong, self-assured way, you create an energy shift that's impossible to ignore. You show her that your world doesn't revolve around her, that your attention is valuable, and she has to earn it. This doesn't mean ignoring her or playing distant for no reason. It means being intentional, reach out, connect, but don't always be the one to follow up. If she doesn't respond, don't double text. If she cancels a date, don't immediately reschedule. Be warm, but not desperate. Be present, but not predictable. This is where self-worth plays a major role. You need to believe deep down that you are worth chasing. Because once you believe that, your actions will align. You won't feel the need to prove yourself or constantly remind her of your value. She'll sense it in how you carry yourself. When you're not rushing to be chosen, you start standing out from every other man who is. That's attractive. That's magnetic. And let me be honest, it takes strength to pull back. It's not easy, especially when you really like someone. Everything in you might scream, just reach out one more time. But I promise you, in that silence, in that restraint, something powerful is happening. You're giving her the room to think about you, to consider what she feels, to ask herself, why do I suddenly want to hear from him again? And when she does, when she sends that message, when she shows interest again, you'll know that it's not just because you kept pushing, but because she started choosing. We live in a world that glorifies constant communication and instant validation. But attraction doesn't thrive in constant availability. It thrives in the unknown, the maybe, the anticipation, and pulling back taps into that. It doesn't mean disappearing or playing hard to get. It means becoming the kind of man who doesn't need to chase because he knows his energy naturally draws the right kind of woman in. So if you want her to chase you back 90% of the time, stop trying to convince her. Let her feel your absence. Let her notice the space you've left. Because if there's a real connection there, she will come looking for you. And if she doesn't, that tells you everything you need to know. Pulling back is not a weakness, it's a strength disguised as self-respect. And sometimes the most powerful move isn't to do more, but to do less and let your silence speak volumes. You know, a lot of people focus so much on how to impress her, how to say the right thing, how to make her laugh, how to look a certain way, all in hopes that she'll choose them. And while there's nothing wrong with putting your best foot forward, here's the truth that many miss. If you really want her to chase you, your life has to be something she actually wants to be a part of. When your world is empty, when it's centered around her, when everything you do is based on getting her attention or approval, it's not attractive, it's pressure. She starts to feel like she's being pulled into a space that doesn't have its own gravity. There's no momentum, no excitement, no reason to stay. But when you're already living a full, purposeful life, you don't need her. You want her. And that's a powerful difference. Imagine you're someone who's deeply passionate about your goals. You're working on yourself mentally, emotionally, financially. You have dreams and routines and a lifestyle that reflects growth and clarity. That energy is magnetic. Not because you're boasting or trying to show off, but because people naturally gravitate toward those who have direction. She sees you out there building, creating, evolving, and it makes her curious. She wonders what it would be like to be part of that. That's when the chase begins. Not because you asked her to, but because your life speaks louder than words ever could. You don't have to be rich or famous or at the peak of your success. What matters is that you're building something real. Maybe you're working hard at your job, or creating a side hustle, or improving your health, or learning a new skill. Whatever it is, when you're passionate about your own life, it naturally raises your value in the eyes of others, especially women, because it shows that you're not waiting around to be rescued by love. You're creating a life so rich, love becomes the bonus, not the foundation. And here's something else. When you have a full life, you stop chasing for attention. You stop overanalyzing texts. You stop getting anxious when she doesn't respond right away. Why? Because you have things to do. You've got goals to hit, people to meet, a vision to protect. That energy is felt. It's calm. It's confident. It says, I like you, but I don't need you to feel complete. That's powerful. A woman wants to feel like she's stepping into something, not becoming everything. When your life is already moving and she enters it, it should feel like an upgrade, not a rescue mission. She doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to align with it. And when she sees that you're serious about yourself, she starts to take you seriously, too. Now, this doesn't mean you shut her out or become emotionally unavailable. It means you create a beautiful balance where she feels invited into your life, not pressured to fill the gaps in it. She sees that being with you means experiencing something bigger, growth, peace, fun, fulfillment. That's when she starts investing. That's when she starts putting in the effort, because now it's not about you convincing her, it's about her not wanting to miss out. You see, people don't chase what they don't value, and value is often created by contrast. When she sees you moving, thriving, enjoying life asterisk without asterisk her constant validation, she starts to wonder what's so special about you. Why are you so at peace? Why aren't you desperate for her attention like the rest? What makes you so different? That curiosity is the beginning of pursuit, because now asterisk you asterisk become the mystery. And trust me, the moment you become a mystery, everything changes. Let your lifestyle speak for you. Let your consistency, your mindset, your joy, your ambition do the work. You don't have to sell yourself or try to be someone you're not. Just build a life that you genuinely love, and the right people will want to be part of it. She'll start to wonder what it would feel like to wake up next to a man who actually knows who he is and where he's going. And when that moment comes, when she begins to chase, to call, to ask questions, to seek your presence, you'll know it wasn't because you manipulated her. It's because you inspired her, and that kind of attraction, that's the one that lasts. So if you want her to chase you, stop focusing on her and start focusing on the life that will naturally pull her in. Let me tell you something that a lot of men don't realize. Attraction isn't just about what she sees. It's about what she asterisk feels asterisk. You can be the best dressed man in the room, have the smoothest lines, and even have your life together on paper. But if you don't know how to create emotional connection, she'll forget you the moment you walk away. Women aren't drawn to appearances alone. We're drawn to asterisk experiences asterisk, to the way someone makes us feel, to the emotions they awaken within us. That's what leaves a lasting impression. That's what gets her to chase you, not because you performed, but because you asterisk moved asterisk her. So many men try to impress with logic. They show off achievements, talk about work, money, what car they drive, what goals they have. And while those things matter, they don't asterisk connect asterisk. Emotional investment is what makes her choose you, even when she has other options. It's what makes her think about you when she's lying in bed. It's what keeps her checking her phone, hoping to hear from you again. And it's not about drama or manipulation. It's about being present enough, real enough, and open enough to touch something deeper than the surface. It starts with listening, not just hearing her words, but listening in a way that makes her feel seen. When a woman talks about her day, her past, her dreams, or even her doubts, how you respond matters. Not every moment needs to be solved or fixed. Sometimes she just wants to know that you understand her, that you get it, that she doesn't have to fight to be heard. And when she feels emotionally safe with you, she lowers her guard. That's when the connection deepens. That's when trust begins to form. And trust, my friend, is the bridge to emotional desire. You have to ask questions that go beyond the usual. Instead of what do you do for fun, try asking what's something that makes you feel alive. Instead of where did you go to school, ask what's one moment in your life that shaped who you are today. These kinds of questions invite her to be vulnerable. And when you handle that vulnerability with care, not judgment, not jokes, not sarcasm, but real curiosity and respect, you create intimacy. You become different, memorable, and you know what happens when she starts to feel emotionally seen and understood. She begins to chase that feeling because it's rare, it's special. In a world full of men trying to impress with status, being the man who connects through asterisk depth asterisk makes you stand out without trying. She starts to feel safe with you, intrigued by you, drawn to you, not just physically, but emotionally. And emotional attraction is far more powerful than looks or charm because it sticks, it lingers, it pulls her in again and again. Now, that doesn't mean you should turn every conversation into a therapy session. This isn't about being overly sensitive or trying too hard to be deep. It's about being asterisk real asterisk, about being open to share your own emotions too. When you talk about your own growth, your past struggles, your passions, your insecurities, not in a performative way, but with quiet honesty, you invite her to do the same. It becomes a two-way street, a shared space, and that shared space is where emotional bonds are built. Too often, men are taught to hide their emotions to seem strong, but emotional intelligence is not weakness, it's power. A man who understands his emotions is in control. He's grounded. He doesn't need to pretend or impress. And that presence, that calm confidence is incredibly attractive. When a woman sees that you're not afraid of her feelings or your own, she feels safe to be herself. And when she feels safe to be herself, she stops holding back. That's when the chase begins, not for your looks, not for your lifestyle, but for the asterisk feeling asterisk you give her. And here's something to remember. Emotional investment creates momentum. The more emotionally invested she becomes, the more she initiates. The more she thinks about you, the more she wants to give, to connect, to stay close. This is where true desire is born, not in grand gestures, but in small, meaningful moments that speak directly to the heart. So if you want her to chase you, don't just focus on what she sees. Focus on what she asterisk feels asterisk when she's around you. Make her feel something real, something she can't fake, ignore, or replace. Because once she feels emotionally connected to you, she won't want to let that go. Confidence, it's one of the most misunderstood concepts when it comes to attraction. Some people think confidence means walking into a room and dominating the space. Others think it's about bragging, flexing, or trying to come off as superior, but that's not confidence. That's insecurity dressed up in a suit. Real confidence is quiet. It's steady. It doesn't need to shout to be heard or show off to be seen. And the truth is, nothing draws a woman in more than a man who is unapologetically himself, comfortable in his own skin, sure of his values, and at peace with who he is. See, the problem today is that so many men are trying to be what they asterisk think asterisk women want, so they perform. They adjust their personalities, they hide their quirks, they try to be smooth, cool, mysterious, everything asterisk, but asterisk authentic. And yet they still end up feeling overlooked or misunderstood. That's because people, especially women, can feel when you're not being real. It's subtle, but it's there. A disconnect, a mask, and that mask pushes them away without you even realizing it. What actually makes you stand out isn't your perfection. It's your asterisk authenticity asterisk. When you stop trying to impress and start showing up as who you truly are, flaws and all, something shifts. You become more grounded, more open, more relatable. And that kind of energy is attractive because it's rare. In a world full of filters and facades, being real is a breath of fresh air. Let me be clear, being authentic doesn't mean dumping all your baggage on someone or never improving yourself. It means being honest about your intentions, your desires, and your truth. It means having standards. It means you don't pretend to like something just because she does. You don't agree just to avoid conflict. You don't try to fit into her life so badly that you lose your sense of who you are in the process. You show up as you are and let that be enough. And the women who are truly aligned with you, they will see that and they will asterisk chase it. Confidence also looks like this, knowing your worth even when you're not getting validation. A lot of men feel confident only when they're being praised, admired, or chosen. But the real test of confidence is who you are when none of that is happening. Can you still stand tall? Can you still believe you're valuable even when she's not texting back, even when things feel uncertain? Because the men who don't need to be constantly reassured are the ones who stay attractive over time. And guess what? Confidence is also in your boundaries. If she's hot and cold, if she's playing games, if she's being disrespectful, and you continue to chase her anyway, what does that say about how you see yourself? A confident man doesn't tolerate energy that's inconsistent. He doesn't beg to be chosen. He doesn't compromise his peace just to get someone to like him. He knows that the right woman will respect his time, his standards, and his presence, and that knowing makes him powerful. There's something incredibly attractive about a man who can say no, a man who knows what he wants and what he won't settle for. It creates a sense of emotional safety. She knows that if you say you're interested, it's real. If you commit, it means something. She doesn't have to guess or second guess because your actions are rooted in clarity and truth, that level of certainty. That's what gets her to lean in. That's what makes her want to come closer. Now, here's something else you need to hear. Your confidence doesn't need to look like anyone else's. You don't need to be loud or extroverted. You don't need to be the center of attention. You just need to own your presence. Speak with intention, walk with purpose, be comfortable with silence. Show that you're not rushing to fill every gap with noise or trying to be someone you're not. Let her feel that you're already enough just as you are, and the more you embrace that mindset, the more magnetic you become. You stop chasing. You stop needing constant reassurance. You begin to attract women who match your energy, who respect you, desire you, and are willing to pursue you because they see something real in you. And that's the point. You don't get her to chase you by becoming someone else. You get her to chase you by becoming more of yourself. So if you want her to choose you, stop hiding behind a version of who you think she wants. Show up as the man you really are, and let that be your greatest advantage. So now you know, she doesn't chase just because you like her. She chases because of how you make her feel, because of who you are when you're not trying to impress her, because of the life you're building with or without her. The question is no longer, how do I get her to like me? The real question is, am I the kind of man who makes her afraid to lose me? When you embody that kind of energy, calm, confident, emotionally grounded, chasing stops being something you do and becomes something she wants to do. And when that moment happens, when you become the one she's reaching for instead of the one doing all the reaching, that's when you'll know you never needed to chase her to begin with.